So often we feel like rest is the antithesis to creativity, right? You have to earn rest. You have to create enough to have rest. Rest means you're stopping. A lot of us feel afraid of rest because it means we lose momentum. It means we lose direction. It means we lose, like, we take a step back. If something happens in life and you have to rest, you have to take a break. What if I fall behind? What if, my work falls off? What if I'm not seeing all these fears that come with rest? Rest is actually something you create. Rest is a creation, the same way everything else is a creation. You're not taking a break from creating when you're resting. You're creating rest. You're creating restoration. You're creating an environment and a way of being that is healing. You're creating stillness. You're creating listening. You're creating trust. You're creating surrender. You're creating. And just like if we only had one season where things had to bloom and had to push all the time, our earth isn't meant to operate that way. Nature's not meant to operate that way. That we're meant to move in seasons. We're meant to, like, plant in cycles. We're meant to, if you have a body with a uterus, we're meant to function with seasons, with cycles. It's just how we're built. But rest is not the thing that takes you away from creating. Rest is not the thing that puts you behind. Half rest, that thing where you're trying to rest, but you're telling yourself, I still have to do this, and your mind's still in the to do, and you never actually feel rested, is keeping you from both rest and creation. Feeling bad about rest and not actually creating a full five senses experience of surrendering, of resting, of moving away, of taking a break, of feeling and enjoying resting also can mean that you're unhappy because you're not actually working to your potential when it's your peak of the opposite end of the cycle. So the rest is down here. We need a break. It's just natural. It's either that part of the month is part of your cycle. It's just part of the day. We rest at night, right? And then we move and we have like a peak where it's possible, depending on who you are and depending on your life, where you have the most energy during the day, you have the most drive during the day, you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a pocket of time to create. But if you're not using that and you're not fully present for your space of creation, for your potential of creation, when you get back down here, when it's time to rest again, you're going to feel restless. And you're going to feel like you still can't rest. And it's because you're not creating fully either. When we're doing half of each, we're half resting and we don't let ourselves fully take a break, and we're half creating and we're not creating at the potential or the feeling with the experience that we want in our life. Neither one feels complete. Neither one feels enjoyable. And so we get stuck in the cycle where you feel like you can't take a break, but you're also not happy with what you're creating. My suggestion is to start letting yourself have pockets of time where you fully create and you're fully present with it. And I have two little kids, so sometimes that's been 5 minutes. Sometimes that's been when they're on the floor with me. Sometimes that's been I have painted while holding my daughter, one hand while she's napping, right? And holding her up while she sleeps so that I could paint. That's writing poems in my kitchen while I'm unloading the dishwasher. Like, I understand the pocket creation. I understand creating as a mom. I understand creating as a busy person. I understand creating as somebody who's working all the time. When I was a massage therapist, there would be small pockets of time to create. Like, but when those pockets are available to you, you have to show up for them. You have to create those too. You have to create the momentum. You have to create the devotion to them. You have to create the space for them. And then when it's time to rest, when it's time to watch the movie, when it's time to read the book, when it's time to go to sleep, when it's time to take the break, take the break. Turn everything off. Put your phone away. Don't let yourself think about what's next, and give yourself the time to restore. Give yourself the time to replenish. Give yourself the time to trust. Give yourself the time to lay on the floor and stare out the window and watch the clouds move and do nothing. Take the time to play a game. Take the time to be with the people you love. Take the time to enjoy your life, and watch how, when you are fully present with your creation and you are fully present with your rest, you have so much more energy. You have so much more energy for your pockets of creation. You feel fulfilled when you're done. You feel like you actually created the things that you want to create. You feel like you actually said the things that you want to say. And so taking a break doesn't put you behind. You actually can just enjoy it. And when life throws you a curveball, because it will, especially if you're a mom. I had all these plans this weekend, and then both my kids got the stomach flu, and there wasn't going anywhere for me on Saturday. There was nothing that was going to happen. My plans changed to I'm on the couch with my kids because that's where I was needed. The things I created that day and this weekend are rest and nourishment and healing and food and love and reassurance and comfort. I'm always creating. So my creation doesn't take a back seat when my plans get changed. It's just, what am I creating? And am I fully present for that? Or am I making myself feel like I should be creating art? I should be creating a painting. I should be moving faster. No, because the pace of rest and healing and comfort and the things that my kids needed, the pace of that creation is different. What I needed from my creativity is different. You are always creating. But I would bet if you're unfulfilled and you're feeling stuck with rest and you're feeling stuck with your creations, you're not present for the fulfillment that is possible when you let yourself create with both, when you let yourself take the break, when you let yourself live up to your potential. And then when you have more energy, you have more ideas. Then when you're not feeling guilty for rest, you can sink into rest and you can restore and you can like come back fresh to your ideas. Like, it's supposed to be enjoyable. Wanting this creative lifestyle is not wanting the traditional have to hustle 9 to 5, have to push ourselves. So like to burnout to the point where you can't take care of yourself. We want something different because we want something different. So choosing to put these old paradigms on top of your creation process is just reinforcing this old choice that you don't even want. And what you want is freedom. That's what we want as creatives. It's the freedom to create. It's the freedom to have these ideas and visions and feel them come to life. It's the freedom to create what we want. But rest and taking a break is not keeping you from your creations. It's another one of your creations, and you get to decide your relationship to it. You get to decide your fulfillment from it. You get to decide how you want to move with that in life. You get to decide because it's your creation.